Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to United View. Welcome to another match preview for Man United's fourth round tie at Old Trafford against Leicester City. Ruud van Nistelrooy is returning back to Old Trafford already after having beaten Leicester twice this season himself. Yes, we are through. Obviously, we beat Arsenal in the last round, which was a very difficult game. We had to come through adversity. We thought that was the beginning of something, and then slap back down to reality in the league. But mixed bag of results since the turn of the year. Some really, really good ones where we thought we're starting to do something all right. But that last home defeat was a real crushing one. And the seventh this season, and we got bounced back against a really poor Leicester City side. Really poor Leicester City side, who will have their eye, of course, on staying in the division rather than the FA Cup. So with all of that, coupled with we need to bounce back, Owen, should be an easy night, right? Should be winning.
I mean, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because, of course, at home, we're not good. We have beaten bad teams at home. They're the only teams we can beat, apparently, at home. Like Southampton and Leicester are in that category. So you would think with that, if there was anyone that knows how to play against us, it would be Ruud. He knows the players very well, of course, being a coach and then being the interim head coach for a part of the season when we beat Leicester twice. But it's not all rosy for Ruud at Leicester. In fact, the last few games they've been booing him.
They're calling for him already, mate.
already. So it's not all sunshine there. I could go with the fact that history is on our side, Flex, but at the same time, we're breaking records left, right, and centre recently. But Manchester United have won 16 of their last 18 home FA Cup matches, although one of those draws, only 2 draws actually, so we haven't even lost the other 2. One of those draws saw us eliminated on penalties by Middlesbrough in February 2022. Remember that one under Ralph Rangnick. The last visiting side to win in normal time at Old Trafford were Arsenal in March 2015, a 2-1 victory. That's when I think Danny Welbeck scored against us, didn't he? So, yes, I mean, history is on our side. If you're looking for goals in this team, you're probably once again looking at the captain, Bruno Fernandes, been involved in 10 goals in his last 10 FA Cup appearances for Manchester United, 7 goals, 3 assists. Obviously, he scored the goal against Arsenal in the 3rd round this year. So history's on our side. Lack of attacking options once more.
Let's talk about that, Owen.
Who plays up front?
Are we saying just play a striker? Are we saying just go with that? Leicester at home, we know that Højlund's going to wrestle and not be great, or Xerxes, even though he's got a good touch, might not show it. There's going to be discrepancies in the game, but is it time for Ruben to just pick one, stick with one, and just work with it, or continue to try more stuff? Because I know we want to try different things to find different solutions, but we keep saying focus on the cups, and the league is probably where you just try stuff because the league's gone. Can't afford to mess up tonight, even against a shit Leicester. You still can't take him for granted. Can't take anyone for granted. We thought we'd have an easy night against Southampton, and we'd had anything but. Ahmad literally had to save us, and we needed them to have the bozo gene. So we cannot be going into this game thinking, just try and do anything you want. I don't know. I just think this one, just play an actual striker, man, and just have a focus. I know we're going to cuss them, but come on, man. Unless he thinks that wasn't the reason against this team. We'll have the ball. We'll be all right. They don't play the same system. It's different tactically. Kobe can do it. Maybe he might do that.
This was KG's point. And KG's point, to be fair, is a valid point where you obviously, with all the criticism about, I can't believe he played Kobe in the 9. When Højlund Xerxes came on, it wasn't any better, was it? It wasn't. Now, I suppose the argument you could make is that, well, at least if you start with an actual striker and you put Kobe back in the position where he was doing well, or he did well rather, against FCSB, then maybe you get a bit more, and maybe he's going to score more goals from that position as opposed to a position that he's not necessarily comfortable with in the 9. So I'd be surprised. I don't think Amorim will go back to it. I think it probably is going to be Højlund that starts. I'm going to go with instead of Xerxes. I reckon it might be Højlund because he just likes to play, even though Højlund's been putting in some absolute stinkers recently. I reckon it might be Højlund. I reckon we see Kobe. Well, what I would like to see, because I've seen many people point this out too, is that, when we do play at least one winger at wing back, we generally go on to win that game, and we generally go on to score more goals in that game. And against a team like this, and against, when Ruud was our interim head coach, he basically just made us really compact, get behind the ball. He will do the same thing. He will do the same thing with Leicester, no doubt. But it will just be very compact. It will know that how you beat United, getting a low block, get them to pass the ball around a bit. They don't know what to do. Get him on the counter or get him on set pieces. That's how you beat Man United. It's not that hard. They'll give you opportunities too. So I'd like to see Amram go with, let's say it's Højlund up front, go with, say, Kobbie and Garnacho again in the 10s, go with Ahmad at right wing back. So you've got more of an attacking threat. So from a deeper position. And then in midfield, probably you would think maybe Ugarte and Bruno. And you kind of build out from there because we'll need it, because we'll have a lot of the ball. And as we've seen, the possession stats for Man United recently, they're fake. They are fake. We just pass. We do the horseshoe, as many people have talked about, the passing horseshoe. The passing horseshoe around the back five and goes back to Onana, go long, lost it.
Lose it. Yeah.
And that's it. So we need more. It needs to be a bit more direct. Give it to Ahmad. It will run at someone and, do something. Do something.
Yeah. No, I agree. I did say in that road trip before, like, the problem with the all-out attack thing of having Ahmad, Garnacho, Kobbie, Bruno all in there in one way or another is when it goes a little bit south, is Xerxes going to come on, change the game? Is Højlund going to come on, change the game? Is Eriksen or Collier or Casemiro? They're not game changers. Eriksen, to be fair, came off the bench against Southampton, got a great assist actually. So maybe him. Yeah, so maybe him. It's a big risk, and we tried it against Palace by playing basically all the good attacking players. After Steaua Bucharest was like, I tell you what, need to play all of them. Play Ahmad, play Bruno, play Kobbie, play Garnacho, and we got sussed out, and then we just ran out of ideas, didn't we? So I just wonder how Ruben will look at that. But my God, if you're beating Arsenal away in the third round of the FA Cup, and then you go out against Leicester at home the next round, that's eyes will start looking.
Coach
exactly.
A terrible team. Like, let's be honest,
terrible
they're not
team.
good.
And that is where I don't care about Judge or but remember, come on, Flex, we're rubbish. I don't care what it looks like. There shouldn't be any other situation than a Man United win. I don't care if it's lucky or what. We will be in the next round. Well, we have to be in the next round. There's no excuses. I don't care about, but these players or Ruben this or this play, all of them can, do one if they don't get through this. Not sack Amram, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no excuse.
We're a cup team, like you
exactly.
said. I remember you
and we have to focus on these cups.
And Eric, you said, unfortunately, can't be a cup team. That is what we are this season. Domestically, in terms of the league, it's a write-off. We're not going to get relegated, but we'll probably finish about where we are at the moment.
It's about right.
Positions. This, once again, I know people are going, the Europa League, get into the Champions League. This is why I guess we can't just let off the FA Cup, because like last season for us, this could be an opportunity for us just to stay in Europe in general. You know what I mean? Win the FA Cup, get into the Europa League once again through the back door. It's better than nothing. And financially, we're in a really bad position where we're like,
it's more for that,
obviously the silverware is good, but two, it would be good just to be again in Europe next season. It's not the Europe we want to be in at all. We'd much rather win the Europa League, get into the Champions League. Who even knows what that would look like next season, by the way, as well, with how we're playing.
We'll probably finish bloody 24th. Oh, no, that's good. You can finish there.
We got eliminated in the group stage anyway, last time we were in the Champions League, but now it's the new format. Who knows? But we're a cup team. We've done okay in cup performances, right? So that's maybe why you sort of go,
it's more, I'm looking at it less
just
about...
get through. Just get
obviously
through.
Because people say, what's the point in even being in Champions League? You're just going to go out, but you're never going to win it. It's less about that and more about there's only two things that we can actually win this year, and that's the FA Cup and the Europa League. Yeah. So you just got to try and win it. And then obviously, if you do get to the Champions League from winning the Europa League, you can attract better players. You can, it's a better position to be in, even if there's no chance of us really realistically winning it because we're bad. And I was saying to KG on the Flexing KG show, how disgusting would it be? Nasty work if we won that Europa League, finishing 14th, and you're going to the big boys. I was saying to KG, it's funny. We was going like, Yeah, imagine going in the pre-season to like the Arsenal fans, Liverpool, like, who do you want in the Champions League? I might fancy a trip to Madrid first game, then might want to go Barca. Who do you're talking from 14th, but
I mean,
it's like, when's a draw? When's a draw? What you going to be? You go live for the draw?
Yeah.
You go live for the draw? Yeah, we'll go live for the draw. From
ultimate
14.
shithousery, honestly. I'd be terrified. Like, I'd just be so scared of being like, oh my God.
Could be the best thing that ever happened to us. You never know.
Maybe.
So there you go.
But when it comes to it, it's just get through, Flex. It's just get through. Like with any cup competition, you never know what draw you're going to get. Last year, we got Coventry in the semi-final. We got a championship team in the semi-final. So you can just get
nearly, look at that.
Nearly. But you know what I mean? But it was good that we did, because other teams we probably wouldn't have beaten. So
that was our respect for getting the Liverpool one over the line.
Exactly.
It was like, to take Coventry. So for lovely, at least we'll be in the final. We had to go to
exactly.
This team, bro.
Prediction for this one. It's getting boring, Flex. This is what I'm going to say. 2-1 Manchester United.
2-1. I can't bear to do another 2-1. I'm not giving
any 1-0. 1-0. 1-0 Man United. Because we don't score goals. So 1-0. Two goals? I don't know.
Yeah,
but we always go 1-0 down, don't we? So we never go ahead first. So 2-1. Go back to 2-1.
I'm going to go 2-0, and then in the review after the game, you're going to see me outside Old Trafford going, they told me I shouldn't have done it. Look, we can see the first. We had to come back. But I'm going to go 2-0.
Bayern Deal being goal, though, so that will help.
Yeah. Look at that. Look what we're saying now. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Make sure you guys smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, join Owen and KG on the match view.
Our records, honestly, not good. We lost.
No, it's up and down, mate. There's no point even putting it onto yourself.
On TV, when we play on TV and it's me and KG, we win.
Look what it's got to. You've got to make up televised, not televised. Sunday, not Saturday.
I don't do well with non-televised games. My record is very poor this season. Very, very poor. I mean, it's this one. Bournemouth was untelevised. Brighton was untelevised. Yeah, obviously,
what's Palace
untelevised? Yeah, that was untelevised. Yeah. But no, it's not great. It's not great. Those ones aren't great. God. This is on TV and it's a Friday, so that'll be better.
Yeah. Oh, you're frozen. On that note, right, guys, we are out of here. Take care. Get your predictions in the chat.